Hi everyone, Joanne and I are here. We're going to just do a little walkthrough about how to use Google Docs or Google Drive. You'll notice that Joanne and I have taken our U Alberta and changed it from a Docs to a Drive, which it will give you this download Google Drive for Mac or download Google Drive for PC when you open up your Google Docs. To get there, if you start from the U Alberta page, Joanne and I use all of these features that are available through the U of A. So if you start from the U of A page, you're just going to go to Email and Apps at the top, and it will give you the choice of Mail, which you may or may not use. You may be setting up your mail to go to another place, but this was where you can check your mail from anywhere. This is where you can use Google Calendar, and this is Google Docs. And on there also is Google Sites and Google Groups, and you may want to use Google Groups to have discussions and support each other when you're working in your small groups. So you can see here that I have a gazillion things in my drive. I mean, a gazillion things in my drive. Joanne and I write everything in Google Docs together, even when we're in the same room. And Joanne right now, like I'm on my computer, Joanne has her laptop, we're at my desk, and we write everything in Google Docs. So, and then we edit them and get them ready, and then only then do we download them into Word and fix them up at the very end. But leaving it just in Google Docs, creating the whole document in Google Docs allows her to change anything that I write and me to change anything that she writes for somebody else to get in and have a look. And you can see that we share everything. Here's my present ideas for Jenny that I share with Martin so that he knows what to buy me for Christmas. So he's even added things because he can't remember. But anyway, so as I say things, he adds things to my Google Docs. So I mean, literally everything is in Google Docs. And I think if you start to use it, you'll find it really useful. And it's certainly great because anybody with the ualberta.ca email can get in. So what you do to begin is click Create, and it gives you a choice: document, presentation, spreadsheet, etc. The first thing you should do is click on Folder, enter a new folder name, and type in EDES 549, and you might want to put your name, which would be really helpful because we're going to be shared folders and we're going to have lots of folders to see. So if you would do that first, EDES 549 and your name. And so you'll see it comes up right away, and this is my folder. And so now I can keep everything related to EDES 549 within the folder. The next thing you're going to do is create a document. And all you'll get is a blank screen that looks like a Word document. Start typing. So you would be doing your introduction, what we're calling it, why should school leaders care about ... And this will be then whatever your topic is. Why should school leaders care about information literacy, about blended learning, about Montessori and school libraries, about boys and reading, about teachers as readers, whatever your topic is, why should school leaders care about? And then you just write here, whatever you want to write. And it automatically saves, it's not going anywhere. Up in this top corner is the Share button. And right now it says it's shared with me. So then I would immediately share it with Joanne, and she can see it. And everything that I own is pretty much shared with Joanne, except for my Christmas list, which is shared with Martin. But anyway, and then done.
You could share your Christmas list with me.
Okay, I will. So there's the share. Now, once you get your small groups, you can also share with your small group. So imagine that in my small group is Lisa Benell Davies, and she comes up right away just because I know. You can add Lisa. You could add Renee. When you start to type in the name, there she comes up, and you're going to want this one, the one that's just the really simple one. You could add Renee. You could add Tamsin. She should come up right away, and there she is. And you just take the simplest one, and then you just, when you've added everybody, you're done.
And you're going to want to make sure that you've got it set so that those people that you've shared it with can edit your work, which is right there.
Can edit.
And you'll notice that Jennifer still has this document listed as private, which is perfectly fine. That simply means that only those people you've shared the document with directly have access. So that's fine. You can keep it private to the rest of the world and only share it with your small group and your instructors. But you definitely need to make sure that it's set so that those people will be able to edit, because that's how they're going to help you improve your work.
Okay. So there I've shared it with Tamsin, for example. Immediately, Tamsin will get an email and she'll be, what's up with you? But Tamsin will get an email saying Jennifer has shared a document with you on Google Docs. And that's what we got whenever you shared your Google Doc with us. We got an email letting us know it was there. And so because we're so used to doing that, we know it's there. We don't even think about responding to email. So we're sorry about that. We create a Google Doc 5 times a day and we just delete those things because now we know it's in Google Docs and it's safe. So now you're writing away and writing away and writing away. And when
you're going to need to give a title to your document. And again, I would recommend, or we would recommend, your name and the section name.
So this would be Jennifer Branch. And this would be introduction. Okay?
Yeah.
And now it's in a title. Okay. And now, when you go back, so on the tabs across my page, when I go back to my drive, I see Jennifer Branch and introduction. So I click on this, and it allows me to go up here to organize, which Joanne and I love to do more than anything, organize, and now I'm going to put it in my folder, which is EDS 549 Jennifer Branch, and move. So it will disappear from my Google Drive, but in my folder will remain, and you'll see that when I click on my folder, my introduction is there. And when I create a new document, that is, and go up here and give it a title, Jennifer Branch, lit, section, okay. And it's saved, and when I go back in, it's all in my folder because I've actually created, while I was in my folder, I created it. You can then create a document, call it Jennifer Branch, section 3 or whatever, section 8, might be better. 3. And then again, you have to share it. And I can pause. Hold on. I got a phone call from Grace about a student, so I had to deal with that. Anyway, so this is the plan of how Google Docs works. And then as you do your final paper, your final paper would still be in Google Docs. You don't need to move it into Word. There is some challenges with formatting the APA with the hanging indent.
Although it's better now than it was.
Yeah.
They've improved it somewhat. So,
but anyway, we're going to be working from the Google Docs to create the ebook. So we do not need any emails from you sending us copies of this. Like once you share it with us, it will be there. And on the due date, we'll go to
on all the due dates,
we'll just go there and we'll read your work and we'll comment. As you can see, there's a comment feature here. And so as you will see when you check your papers that Joanne and I commented on, I can just comment here, great stuff. I can add comments. You can respond to my comments. I can insert things. I can make changes directly. So when I see an APA mistake, I can just make the change. If you send me a Word document and then you have to, and then it's just a pain. Because I can just make the change right there. And so can the people that are working in your small groups. And so anyway, this is the little tutorial on Google Docs, and we will put it up on Moodle. Bye.